I'm also going to talk to you about how marketing completely changed my life. So I think this will be kind of a fun one. I'm still trying to figure this out, and I have to make sure we're actually going live, you guys. Like, I'm kind of laughing because I've never done this on my phone before. And it says that I am going live, so that we're good. So hopefully, as more people come in, we should be good to go. I'm just gonna turn off the volume on my computer, and let's just see. If I flip it this way, I'm wondering what happens. It's saying that orientation is locked, rotate device back. I wonder why orientation is locked. Hello, I see Det here. If you guys have ever done a live before and you are way smarter than me, oh look, I can flip it around. That's awesome. You guys just saw my mess. Hi guys. I'm still figuring this out. So what does this little button do? Green screen. Okay, I'm not gonna do that right now. Can you guys hear me okay though? Do you like that I'm just kind of getting this like started? I see a bunch of you guys coming in, which is awesome. I wish there was a way to flip my screen. You guys, I'll learn how to do this better. Okay, are you guys ready? We're gonna head out to the barn first of all. The workers are out there. I think I just saw them having pizza, so we're just gonna only be there for a second. But here we go. We're headed out. You guys excited for a barn update? Can you guys still hear me okay? I've got a mic on, but I wanna make sure that we're good. So let's see if I can flip so you guys can see kind of the mess. It's like a winter dreary mess, but it's not too cold, which is great. And you can see there's like a lot of worker stuff happening. Hi, Erin. I'm glad you guys can hear me okay. I'm still figuring out. I love the color blue I put on this door. It's actually the color blue on my front door as well. And then these cute little lights. I don't think I've shown this on any of the other videos. We're putting new tracking here as well, but there are cute lights up there as well on the other side of that window, which is really cute. All right, here we are. You're gonna see some of the amazing mess. They've been working so hard. So drywall's in. They did the soundproofing on it. This is the main room. So there's a kitchen that's going here, and this is where my main desk area is gonna be. I think you'll like how I'm decorating. It's gonna be pretty fun. And then this is the closet area. You can come in here. This is the bathroom. I think bathroom is gonna probably be last. I've got a little more space back here and underneath the stairs for some storage, which is awesome. All right. You guys like that? Is there anything else you guys want me to show? I'll take you upstairs. The workers are upstairs and they're doing a great job. Headed up here. They've got things closed off. You can see the chandelier set up right here. You want to wave? Answers on. Here we go. Look how great this is looking, you guys. And we're going to wallpaper it from all the way down here, all the way to this other side. So there's a little bit of a nook right here. Let me flip this around so you guys can see. So you can see there's a little bit of a nook here because the stairs ends over there. So this nook we're gonna be using for the craft table and for Instagram. So I think that would be really good for any kind of videos that we're trying to make. And then the rest of this space, as you turn around here, is gonna be 2 sofa beds. And I've got some crazy pieces that we're kind of adding here. Like there's, you might see like a cherry blossom tree. There's gonna be a lot of florals in here. Tick says it looks like a hostel, kind of like that, right? It's kind of crazy. Yay, I'm glad, Debbie, you found the chat. So good. Anyway, I'm excited. This is a project that we started last January, and it is February now. And it's just, I don't say just a shed, but it is just a shed. But because of the plumbing and stuff, it just took a lot longer than we thought to kind of get everything dug up. My yard is destroyed, but that's what construction does, right? I'm really excited about the space. And if you guys have seen the new free workshop that I'm doing, which by the way, I just uploaded a new workshop for that. You can get that at www.designsuitecourses.com/getmorecustomers. There's a new webinar workshop there. And that workshop is, it will talk to you about marketing. It'll give you some tips, like 5 places that we start when we're looking at doing marketing. And it will also lead you into our new MCM membership, which is our Marketing for Creatives membership. All of that to say that marketing can be as simple or as hard as you make it out to be. So I'd love to talk to you guys about this, and maybe I'll just sit on the stairs and talk to you guys about this, because here is the thing that's so crazy. I think we've made marketing to be this really difficult thing. And I'm going to tell you that when I did marketing in college, so my bachelor's degree is actually in marketing. When I did it in college, we did things that were great for great big corporations, right? It was like I had an endless budget because I was in college, right? So it was a fake budget. And we could run commercials and billboards and all of this stuff. And the thing is that when you're a solo entrepreneur or you are a maker, you don't have those kind of budgets, right? You're not running ads at the Super Bowl. You aren't putting out billboards anywhere. And part of that is because most of us are making things that are very niched down, right, into our area of focus. So for example, you guys know that I mostly work with designers. This is the first time with this new MCM membership that we're kind of appealing to all makers, anybody who has like a creative business. But for the most part, the University of Arts and Design are really geared towards designers and artists. And Design Suite, which is our really big educational professional development program, is really geared towards designers. And that's, and not just designers. That's the crazy thing. It's not just designers. We're like niched down even more than that, right? We only serve designers who want to build businesses. So like you can be a designer who goes and starts a freelance business. You can be a designer who starts a works as contractor for corporate entities. There's like a lot of different kind of design that you can do. We work with designers who want to build online businesses and then they own those businesses. And so we're pretty niched down to like a very specific skill set. And furthermore, we really love designers who are in the surface pattern design industry or in the crafting industry of some sort. So like if you own a Cricut machine, a Silhouette machine, a laser machine, if you want to do printables, if you're interested in DTF, if you like stickers, like we're really niched down into these different product areas, which is interesting. J. Marie decides to, I think is that Judy? Do we have a place to sleep when we visit? Yeah, there's gonna be beds upstairs, which is so fun. Super duper fun. Yes, sofa beds. Yeah, there are 2 sofa beds with trundles underneath that we're putting in, and they're pink. Yeah. Debbie says it is so hard for fine artists. Yeah, because we just don't have the budget, right? So when I was in school, I thought that was marketing. And that was the way marketing worked. And it took a lot of years for me to figure out what marketing actually was as I got older, especially for a small business like myself, okay? So those of you who've ever come to a design bootcamp, you know that I actually focus on distribution. And the reason I focus on distribution for designers, so like you guys know signature framework, right? We start with skill, whatever the skill is, whatever the product base is. The second piece here is distribution, because distribution leads to sales. So that's what we really want to make sure we're doing. We're leading ourselves into sales. The third piece is marketing. But for designers, a lot of times the marketing piece is getting taken care of by the distribution piece, which is why I emphasize it so much. For those of you who have businesses, physical product businesses, digital businesses, like for example, you want to sell a course, if you want to sell handmade bags, if you want to sell a custom, like a custom quilt or a personalized thing, you might not fall into those categories where distribution is the key, but instead marketing is what's going to push your distribution. And a lot of times that's because you have to push people
to your own website. Now, those of you who've been in Design Bootcamp, you know how I feel about having your own website if you're a designer. If you are someone who has not a project-based type company that like a designer does, if you have a different type of company, then your main landing ground where people are buying your stuff is on your own website, which means the distribution marketing piece kind of gets flipped. Like you have to do marketing. And I recognize that, I talk to people all the time about their creative businesses. People show up to my design boot camps asking about their creative business. They're like, oh, I want to do scarves and I want to do wholesale scarves. That's great. That is a totally different model than the way I teach my designers, because I'm always looking, you guys know this, point A to B, what is the fastest path, right? If we're going on a trip, I want to go from Salt Lake to St. George. I'm going to take I-15 straight there, right? My husband, on the other hand, he loves to see all the places along the way. And if you like that, then he's going to go off the beaten track, get off of I-15, and he's going to take some crazy road that gets you there, okay? Now, that's the scenic route. Most of us don't have the luxury of the scenic route. I don't have the luxury of the scenic route. I have to get myself going to get to the place where I'm actually making sales. And so part of the thing I want to tell you guys is those of you who are on your own website selling your own product, digital courses, subscription box, a pre-cut quilting situation, a handmade bag, a personalized earrings, laser cut, wooden, whatever gifts, right? Whatever it is you're selling that's in the creative entity, that's like a fun creative entity, I would tell you that there are methods that you need that are not hard, but they're time consuming, right? Because you need to build them out. But once you build it, you really can do great things with it. And that's really what I want for you guys. I want you to be thinking about all the different marketing methods. Now, I give you 5 in that free workshop at designsweetcourses.com/get more customers. I give you 5 in our Profitable Sellers Academy, which is in our new Marketing for Creatives membership. I give you 15 to start. And then what you're going to see us do is that every month in our marketing workshop, we are going to deep dive into those and really dig into frameworks. Because what I find is that, one of the things I talk about is launching. I love launching. Okay, you guys. And launching means a lot of things for people. Launching can be like as little as sending out an email to your email list. Launching can be as little as just posting on every social media channel the new thing that you're going to do, right? Launching can be a multi-tasked funnel with a series of videos, with a freebie, with a free book, right? Like there are lots of different methods. So let me give you an example of it. You guys know I have a second book. It's called Make Art That Sells, okay? You can buy that book on Amazon. To launch that book, we did 2 things. The first thing is I made a masterclass that had a coupon code in it, and you could get it for free. So you could get the masterclass, which was like a 6-part series that really explained the book. It gave you actual like strategies and gave you the whole formula that I do in the book. And I did that to help teach you. And then if you wanted the book, then you could read it out and get more in depth with it. Okay. And we gave that class for free. So that was the first thing we did. The second thing we did was we had a launch party for the book, right? And so up until a certain point, I was telling everybody about the launch party that we were having for the book, and then people would go buy the book as we did it, okay? So twofold. And there's really actually a third thing that got put in there, okay? And the third piece of it was we ran Facebook ads, and we just did a flat Facebook ad. It was a single image ad, low cost, and we ran it telling people to go get the masterclass for free. So it was like a lead generator, okay? And so that's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about launching, that there are lots of different methods. There's way more complicated methods I've used for it, and I cannot wait to show you guys those things in our marketing workshops because they are amazing. And depending on the product you're trying to sell, it could really kill it for you. That's why I really love these. So they're really complicated processes, and then there's also really simple processes. And sometimes it's just about the language that you use in selling those things, which is really, really cool. So that's what we'll be talking about in MCM, which is our Marketing for Creatives Masterclass. So really quick, just so you guys know, it is our launch for it going on right now. So we have our founders price, which you guys are grandfathered in for. You'll see like there are 3 videos on that page. So like we have a free workshop that you can get, then you'll get in and you'll see that there are 3 videos. One of them is being done in here where I'm talking about some things. And then there's a founders video. And then there's a little like snippet from the Profitable Sellers Academy, which I'm currently adding more workshops to, okay? But we're gonna kick this thing out off February 20th. That is this Thursday is our first MCM workshop. And just to make it extra spicy, instead of one, usually it'll be just one marketing workshop, there will be 2 next week as well. So 3 in the month of February. And it's because I really sat down and I thought, what are the things that I wish somebody had told me when I had started my businesses? Now, I know they've told me to do a lot of things, but I'm like, what are really the things I should have done? Sat down and written out, figured out so that I could have won. And I find myself wanting to give that to you guys, giving you guys those strategies to get started so you could really get going, get going. Because I think what's going to happen, you guys are going to see this month to month, especially as we build out this library of stuff. We have to do some basic trainings first, teach you how to launch, teach you how to do a show correctly, teach you how to do collaborations well, teach you how to do leveraging other people's audiences. I mean, there's like so many things, like teaching you the frameworks and like things you actually should do in order to pay attention and make sure your marketing is good, okay? There should always be a good purpose to what you're doing, right? We don't do anything just randomly. Second of all, that's going to take me a second to get through with you guys in MCM. And so I'm kind of putting some extra workshops here at the beginning. And I always tell this to anyone who has started anything with me. The people who started Design Suite with me, guess what they did? They completely helped me shape the program. Same with the university. We had our fall semester just in September is when we got started with the university with our master's degree and our undergraduate certificate. And by the way, if you're interested in that, uad.education, they're like, we are seeing them shape it right now. How we do things at the university, that first semester like opened my eyes to the way that university students were in this day and age and with our demographic. Totally different than if we had a totally different demographic. And we completely changed the way that we do live classes, the way we do our online classes. It just really changed it. And this is your guys' ability, and I'm really excited for all of you who are founding members already. We've had so many of you come in. Like I just look today, and there was like so many of you who came in today because we're starting on Thursday to really shape the face of what MCM is going to look like. I find that founding members are an integral part of building out a program. So I'm super excited because you guys get to ask the questions. You guys get to tell me what you're thinking, what you wish I would go over. We have a Q&A session. Our first one's not until March because we're mostly doing marketing sessions to get you going. But our first Q&A session is in March. I'm super excited about it to see what you guys are really, really worried about, how you get audience, how do you get customers, how are you getting sales, right? And really dig in. Because what I find in business, and this is why I do the programs that I do, is that business really is about the individual needs and how we utilize it, right? Like how we utilize the marketing piece, right? So like Claudette is going to, I know, I love it. Dad, I'm really excited for you to be in it too. I find that like Claudette is going to do her marketing very different than Debbie, who's going to do really different than Melody, who's going to go and do something really different than Debbie, right? And so when we can address what you're doing in your businesses and go, hey, Debbie, like based on your demographic, because you know what it is now, why aren't you on Etsy? Why aren't you using these keywords? Because if we can use these keywords, I think it would help you find the people you need to are going to buy, right? Why aren't you like, maybe for Debbie, it's something totally different. We're going to be like, hey, the thing you should be doing is this particular launch method, because this is the thing that's going to help you. And I'm really excited about it. I'm excited for what this is going to be. I'm also excited because this is the first time we've really given a low priced offering for a membership. You know, our programs tend to be what we call proper education. And so they have a higher price point to it. So it's the first time we're going to get to offer people something that will give them the ability to see how marketing is being really used, how business is being really run in real time. And as someone who owns currently 3 businesses, you guys don't recommend it. 1 is usually enough. But currently running 3 companies, I can tell you that there are a lot of things going on that can make or break you. And I was just talking to my team yesterday. Was it yesterday? And, you know, we saw sales go down in 2024, just like everybody else. And I think we could say, yes, it was economy. But I will also tell you, because we had just started the university, I was spending almost all of my time not in marketing, spending it in rewriting classes and getting coursework ready at the university and for Design Suite. So we redid a total of 9 courses last year. And you have to understand, it's 15-week semesters. So it's a lot of coursework. It's in-depth coursework. It's very rigorous. And because I was the main faculty at that point, we now have 3 new faculty members. I'm very excited about it. And then Asia is doing grading, and we have a couple of facilitators as well. So 7 of us in total on the faculty at the university. It does make it easier for me to spend more of my time on marketing. But yeah, if you're not doing marketing in your business, and I saw it when I'm not spending the time marketing in my business, that lifeline, like it starts to float away. And I think that we can really help you figure out best methods for building a brand, finding your why, building value for people who want your products. So I'm really, really excited. Yeah, so Delvine says, do your courses apply worldwide or just in the US? So it's general marketing, so it should work internationally as well. Especially, I will tell you, the digital stuff that we're going to be teaching you guys, especially like launch methods and those types of things, you will see that not only do they work good in the US, they almost work better internationally because you're working with an international audience, right? So depending on what you're doing, you might have to make some tweaks culturally if you're selling a physical product in your country, and there will be things that don't apply to you if it, you know, is a US based thing, like if we talk about craft shows, right? But I have the sense that there are craft shows everywhere. So it's more about digging in and figuring out the things that are going to work best for you. Okay. Yes. Yeah, Debbie says this is interesting since it's marketing for artists by an artist. General marketing doesn't seem to work so well for artists. I agree with you, Debbie. I think that people who are awesome at business, I love people who are awesome at business, they sometimes give terrible advice to artists. Can I tell you one that like really kind of hurt my soul? So I've shipped a lot of products. I had a wholesale, well, I still have a wholesale company, but I have a company called Mini Lou. We did deals with like Nordstrom and like 500 independent retailers. So like I'm a designer and artist who ran a design team of like 15 people, and we sold products wholesale. And I heard someone who's a marketing business person talking to someone who's an artist who's selling her prints online. And she was like, you need an upsell. And I agreed with her. She needed an upsell. This artist needed an upsell. And her suggestion to this girl was probably one of the worst things I've ever heard, which is, what if you sell it like with a frame so they could buy the frame already framed and ready to go? Okay, you guys know, you guys are artists, what a nightmare that would be to ship things that are already framed, like when you're selling prints, like first of all, the price goes extremely up. And then how many of those things are going to break in the mail? Like to me, it wasn't worth the risk. It was like the last place I would have gone for an upsell, right? So to me, it's like, oh my gosh, there was like a million other ways she could upsell, but not through a frame. How about stacking prints? How about building bundles? How about a digital something coloring book to go along with it that's free? Like there was a million ways she could have done it, but her suggestion was a framed piece of art. And I was like, the price goes up so high. And there were so many things that, I mean, like that's new boxes for shipping, right? Like every time I ship, I'm like, oh, we got to figure out like the shipping rates and the cost, right? Most of us don't want to deal with that. And so you're going to hear me talk about pragmatic ways to do things. I think that some of you will also probably choose things that are not pragmatic because you just want to do it. That is fine. That is totally fine. But do you guys see what I mean by that example there? Like we should be choosing ways to build businesses that are smart, that don't have a lot of holes or costs in it. We need to distribute and market in ways that make sense. So I think that this is going to help you guys. Debbie's saying art is a luxury item. At least paintings are. I learned surface patterns and I think that will have a wider audience. Yeah, Debbie, surface pattern does. It also has a more saturated market, but we can talk about those things, which is pretty cool. I love it. Let's see. Hi, Harsh. Glad you're here. Yeah, I love it. Oh, yes. Asia's reminding me because I'm about to hop into, those of you in Design Suite, we're hopping into our Q&A. Right now I'm going to walk back to, in fact, I'm going to walk you back to the house while I do that. Say bye to the barn. Bye, barn. Because I have a Q&A with Design Suite right now. But just a quick reminder that in 2 weeks, we are doing a live event in Utah. And I hope I get to see you. I get to give you a hug and we get to do some really cool things together. It's called the Design Business Conference. We are product building and designing. You do need to bring a laptop and have software installed on it because we will be designing. It is the first time that we have let people outside of Design Suite hang out with our coaches and learn how to build products at an extremely low price. It's a 3-day conference, small group setting. I think you will love it. If you go to designsuitecourses.com/March 2025, designsuitecourses.com March 2025, then you can get a ticket to come. We still have a couple of available spots. We have it open until about Monday of next week, I believe, because we are building your guys' swag bags. We have great sponsors for the event. I'm really excited about it. So you are going to want to come to this thing, especially if you're already in Utah, just make the time to come. We have a Facebook group. People are kind of getting together, staying in rooms together, Ubering together, getting cars together. It's going to be an incredible event. So we're really excited about it. We're excited to see so many of you coming to that event. And everyone always asks me, is that going to happen again? And the truth is probably not. We probably already know what's happening for 2026. In fact, we'll probably be releasing that information at the event, but we will not be doing this again, at least for another couple of years. So if this is something you really want to learn how to do and you love an in-person event where you get to meet people, this is the event for you. So I hope I get to see you guys. Let me see if there's anything else. Yes, Susie's coming. I can't wait to see you, Susie. I think I got a message from Tracy too, because Tracy's super excited. Anyway, it's going to be awesome. All right, you guys, I got to head out. Guys, have an amazing day. I am here 11:30 this whole week. I'll be teaching all week. I'm going to be on the whiteboard and talking. So come hang out with me. There is a good chance we're just going to continue doing this so I can show you guys all the updates, show you what's going on. And I can't wait to see you guys all in MCM on February 20th. That's on Thursday. Okay, see you guys.